All right, beautiful. So we will begin this body weight for our warm-up. So we're just going to start with a squat with an overhead reach. Perfect. So as you're squatting down, just driving the knees out in line with the toes. And you just sit your hips back and down, and then a nice big reach all the way overhead. Perfect. Now from here, we're just going to go into some backward arm circles. So stretching right around, opening the chest up. Perfect. And then from here, we're just going to go into a little rotation. So just picking up the heel as you turn and just twisting through your core. Perfect. We'll do one more. Beautiful. And then we're just going to come down onto the mat and just move through a down dog and then into an up dog position here, dropping those shoulders down, back into the down dog, so pushing into the hands. Beautiful. And again, just coming through into that up dog, relaxing those shoulders, getting the whole body nice and warm. Good, we'll just move through another 2. And 1. Perfect. All right, so for our workout today, it's going to work similar to a circuit. So we've got 8 different exercises that we're going to work through, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, or transitioning into the next exercise. So I'll just demonstrate our exercises as we go. So the first one, we are going to use our weights for. There's a bit of a mix of body weights and weighted exercises. So we're just going to grab whatever weight we're using today, hold it at the chest, and we've got a hip hinge into a squat. So we're just going to hinge down, up, and then part 2 is into a squat. So hinging down and then into a squat. So we're going to get ready, and we've got 45 seconds. Let's do it. So just hinge down, push the hips back, squeeze the glutes, drive the hips through, and then down into a squat. So 2 parts again to that movement. So the hinge, up, and then the squat. Perfect. Good. So on that hinge, we want to feel that full stretch of our hamstrings. And then we're squeezing that bum, driving the hips through, and then down into our squat nice and deep, pushing that floor away as we come up. Perfect. 10 seconds left. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, so next exercise, we've got a push-up with a shoulder tap. So 1 push-up, and then we're going to tap 1, 2, and then into the next push-up. So going in 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. So 1 push-up, and then 1, 2, tapping the shoulders, back down into the next push-up. Tap and tap, and then down again into the push-up. Perfect. So we can do this one from our feet, from our knees, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever's challenging for you. So 1 push-up, and then we're tapping both of the shoulders, and again down into that push-up, tap and tap. Perfect. 10 seconds left. Just sliding around on my mat, I'm using. Perfect. Good, keeping that going. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, so up on our feet, back to our legs. So the next one we have is a sumo squat into a high pull. So we're going to set our feet up wider than our usual squat width, weights in front. So squatting down, and then driving those elbows to the roof. Perfect. So the weights are really nice and close to my body here. Good, and just rowing them up, elbows to the roof. Good, feet nice and wide. For the sumo squat, driving those knees out. Beautiful, really sinking down nice and deep into the squat. And then rowing those elbows up to the roof on the high pull. I think we've got 5 seconds left on this one. Looking good. And done. Okay, we're going to hold on to our weights. Our next movement, we've got a lunge with a bicep curl. So just to show you what it looks like, we're going to lunge and curl, alternating legs. All right, let's do it. So 45 seconds. So one curl at the bottom of that lunge. Beautiful, and just keeping it as a nice fluid movement, curling and lunging together. Good. Knees, I want them to be tracking in line with my toes as I step forward. Hips are nice and squared forward as well. And the elbows are in nice and tight here for my curl. Good, 5 seconds left. And done. All right, so next up, we have some punches. So we're going to hold on to our weights. If your weights are a little bit too heavy for this one, you can just do it body weight. So just punching in front or holding on to your weights. Let's go. Good, so we're going to try and get our heart rate up a little bit on this one. Perfect, move around a little bit if you want to, up on the toes. Perfect. And again, just punching straight in front of that face, bring the arms back in with each punch. Good. So again, just nice and quick, keeping the heart rate up. Awesome. Whew. Perfect, 10 seconds to go, keeping those punches coming in. Beautiful, done. Okay, so next up we have just a combination of movements. So it's a burpee with a mountain climber. So we can either jump, 1, 2, jump, or we can just step and step it back in. Perfect, so let's do it now, 45 seconds. So options, we can step, 1, 2, step it in, stand and reach, or we can jump, 1, 2, jump it in, jump at the top. I'm going to go with the stepping option this morning. 1, 2, step it in, big reach at the top. Beautiful. Good, so 2 knees, stepping in, reaching up. Nice. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, so back up on our feet. Next movement, we've got a lateral raise into a front raise. So out to the side, back in, then out to the front here. So again, 2 parts to the movement. So side, back in, then we're going to take it to the front. Now I'm going to be coming up to my shoulder height here, as well as in that front raise position. Perfect. Feel like our shoulders are back and down. Good, and you want to feel like you've got good control over that whole movement. Perfect, 10 seconds left, so keeping alternating through that sequence. 3, 2, and 1, perfect. Okay, we've got our last one for our circuit, then we've got a quick little break. And we're just going to be doing either a squat jump or stepping, but we're going to go from narrow, out wide. Narrow, out wide. Or if I want to step, I'm right here. Narrow, nice and quick, step it in wide. So narrow, step the feet out. Perfect, back in. Or jumping. Good. So nice quick tempo, up on the toes, perfect. Narrow, and then coming out wide, halfway. Good, so little jumps, nice. Feel those legs working. Perfect, 10 seconds left. Done. All right, so that's round one complete. Have a drink. We're just going to give ourselves a second to recover. And then we're going to go back for our second round. So exactly the same exercises. And we're going to move through those 8 again. Beautiful. So in 10 seconds, our next round is going to begin. So again, we're going to start with our hip hinge into our squat. All right, we are ready to go. So again, we're back to our first movement. So our hip hinge, back down into our squat. Perfect. Good. So again, we want a full stretch on those hamstrings in that hinge, and then nice depth on our squat. Perfect. Good. So 5 seconds left. Don't know what I was trying to say there. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, next was our push-ups with our shoulder tap. So going straight down onto the mat. 1 push-up, 2 shoulder taps. And let's go. So 1 push-up, then tap, tap. Good. 1 push-up, tap, and tap. Perfect. You want to be bracing your core, so keeping nice and tight through that midsection, squeezing your glutes as well. Perfect. 1 push-up, and then shoulder tap, shoulder tap. Amazing. Nice. So 10 seconds left. Getting in maybe 1 or 2 more times through that sequence of the push-up with the 2 shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, so back up onto our feet, grabbing our weights. We've got our sumo squat into our high pull. Lovely. So set the feet up nice and wide. And here we go. So nice and deep into the squat, and rowing those weights up to the roof. So nice and smooth. Row the plates in front. Beautiful. Again, think about just driving the elbows up to the roof. And then nice and deep sitting into your squat. Perfect. Keeping that depth there on that squat, getting nice and low. Awesome. And we are done. Okay, so the next one was our lunge with our bicep curl. So getting ready to go. Again, weight in each hand, we're going to lunge, stepping forward. Here we go. Good, so hips, knees, toes are all tracking forward. And my torso is staying nice and upright. Perfect, just taking it as slow as I need to, so it's a nice smooth movement. And I'm getting that full range, dropping the back knee down. Perfect, 10 seconds left. 2 and 1. Just going to open my door here for a bit of air. Okay, so our next move is our punches again. So remember, we can hold on to our weights, or we can just do it body weight. Ready? And let's go. Good. So punching again, nice and hard, getting that energy into it. Right in front of the face. Beautiful. Again, you can move around a little bit if you want to. Get the whole body involved. Good. Bringing them in each time. Lovely. 15 seconds. Good. Keep them coming nice and quick. That's it. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay, so pop those weights down, and then we've got our burpee mountain climber combo. So again, we can step the legs, or we can add our little jump in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, I'm going to step here. 1, 2, stepping in and up, or guys, you can jump, and that's going to look like this. Perfect. So again, I'm just going to stick with that stepping option for today. Good. Big reach at the top, or jump at the top. Good. 2 knees at the bottom. Nice. So your goal is to fit in as much movement as you can into these intervals. Perfect. We've got 10 seconds left on this one. Three, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, so again, back to our weights. Our front raise, lateral raise combo is next. So 2 more work intervals left for us before our recovery. So again, 1 to the side, 1 in front right there. Perfect. So good control of the weights. Just coming up to that shoulder height. Perfect. Good. And again, we want to think about staying nice and strong through the core, through the rest of our body. That's really going to help the quality of your movement. So trying to not swing the weight, just nice and controlled. Looking awesome. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And then we have our final movement for the round. So our narrow to wide squat jump, or again, we can step that one if we would like to. Ready? 45 seconds. Let's go. Good. So if we're jumping, getting up onto that toes, you're going to keep it nice and soft on your knees, your hips. And then we're narrow, and then we're out wide. Good. So you can make these jumps as explosive as you'd like, putting a bit of energy into it. Beautiful. Moving nice and quick. Get the arms happening, a bit of momentum. Good. And again, you want to be keeping that heart rate up. Nice. 10 seconds. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Whew. Okay, so again, we have 40 seconds now to recover, and then we're going to head into our 3rd round. So again, grab a drink if you would like, and we'll prepare. All right, so 3rd round. Again, we have our 8 minutes of work, 8 different exercises. And then after that, we're finishing off with a little more work for our core. So this will be our last round for these exercises. All right, so again, we're just going to grab that plate, hinge, and then down into our squat. Perfect. So last round, We can tick our exercises off one at a time as we move through them all. Beautiful. And we can get excited for what our little finish is going to be. Some nice work for our core to finish off. Beautiful. So one hinge and then down into one lovely deep squat. Perfect. We've got 5 seconds. Done. Okay, popping the weight aside. Push-ups with the shoulder tap again. All right. Now, if anyone does need to modify the push-ups a little bit more weight back into your hips so we can still do both portions of the exercise. 1, 2. Or if we can, we're right here. Good, 1 and 2. As you're tapping, try and keep your hips as still as possible. Perfect. So 1 and 2, really stabilizing. Again, I'm sliding on my mat, on my floorboards. Good. So 1 push up, and then we've got those 2 shoulder taps. Beautiful. 10 seconds left. And done. Lovely. Okay, back up on our feet. Sumo squat into a high pull for the last time. So taking our weights, again, setting our feet up. We're nice and wide. Weights in front, and let's do it. So squat, and then up, rowing those plates up to the roof. Fantastic. Good. So really breaking it down into those 2 parts. We want that full depth on the squat, and then driving those elbows right up to the roof for our high pull. Awesome, 10 seconds left. Getting in a few more good quality reps. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Holding onto the weights, we're going to go into our lunges with our bicep curl. Again, last time for this movement. So 1 in each hand, getting ready and go. So stepping forward, and we're curling our plates up at the same time. Perfect. Again, think about the knees tracking in line with the toes as you step forward, and the hips are nice and squared. Forward as well, chest stays up. Lovely, 10 seconds left. Done. Okay, so quick little recovery, 10 seconds, and then we go into our punches. Again, we can hold our weights or drop them out if we need to. Going in 3, 2, and 1, let's do it. So last one on our punches, perfect. And lots of power into them, punching right in front of the face. Good, bringing them in. Good. Nice, keeping them up right in front of that face. We are doing amazing. 15 seconds left. Good, last 10, keep them up. 3, 2, 1, perfect. Whew. Okay, so last one on our burpee mountain climber combo. Again, stepping, jumping up to you. So getting ready, we'll lose our weights, and let's do it so we can come down out into a plank 1, 2 with the knees, stepping in, reaching at the top. Perfect. Perfect. Or again, option to jump in and out and up. Good. So again, we want to work to get that heart rate up on this one. Looking good. So 10 seconds left, trying to fit in as many as we can. Let's keep it going. Good. Jump at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Whew. All right, so 2 exercises left for our circuit. Weights again, side raise into our front raise. Ready? Let's do it. So again, out to the side, then in front, shoulder height, good control. Lovely. Perfect. So again, the rest of the body, nice and still. Good. Core is switched on, stabilizing me through the whole movement. And done. Fantastic. Okay, pop the weights down. Last movement for our circuit here. So our narrow, wide jump squat. Ready? Let's go. So 45 seconds. Good. Narrow, wide. Get the arms involved. Again, up on the toes as we jump and as we land. Perfect. And again, we're coming just nice and deep into that squat as well. You can move a little quicker than I am if you like, or even a little bit slower if you need to. Ten seconds remaining. Pushing through that little burn in the legs. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Done. Always burner on the legs for squat jumps. All right, have a quick drink if you need to. Then we're just going to finish off with a little bit of core. Okay, so down onto the mat. We've got 2 exercises we're going to work through. So number 1, you see me there? That's better. So our bicycle crunch. So I'm just going to tuck my hips up to the roof, my lower back's nice and flat here. Then dragging the knee to the elbow. All right, so that's our first movement. And then our second movement, we're going to take the legs right and up high, right here. And then we've just got a little crunch, reaching up for those toes. Just like that. Perfect. So 2 exercises. We're going to again work with 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and we're going to hit both of them twice. Okay, so ready for our bicycle crunches? Let's go. Good. So again, driving the knee to the elbow, twisting through the core as we do that. Perfect. And that lower back nice and flat on your mat. Good. And just finding the range where your lower back isn't lifting up, so perhaps a little bit shorter than the legs coming all the way down, depending on you. Doing amazing. We've got 10 seconds. Good. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. So 15 seconds, we'll recover the abs, and then we're going to go into those toe touches. Okay, so let's set ourselves up. Lying down, the legs are up, and then I'm going into my toe touches here. Good. So again, try and just really isolate those abs. Focus on squeezing, lifting up, rather than a lot of momentum and swinging. Perfect. The little crunches, reaching up for those toes. 10 seconds. And done. All right, so again, 15 seconds to recover, and then we've got our second round. So our bicycles again, then our toe touches, and we are finished. So one more for each. So ready to work again into those bicycles. Good, knee to elbow, twisting through the core. So this round we're already going to feel those muscles working straight away from that previous round. Going to push through that burn, work a little bit harder here. Good option as well, we can always take the hands under the lower back and just go with our bicycle knees if we feel a little bit too fatigued there, but we are doing amazing. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Whew, amazing. All right, last one on those toe touches, and we are finished for our morning. So again, we'll set ourselves up, lying down on the back, extending the legs up, ready and go. So again, I am just crunching up, really isolating those abs, reaching up for the toes. Good. And again, you really want to limit any swinging or momentum you're getting from your body, so keep it nice and controlled. I think we've got 15 seconds, so we want to keep moving the whole time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, we are done. Whew. Fantastic work, everybody. Great way to start our morning off. So we'll just have a quick stretch together, and we'll just start down here on our mat. So we're just going to take our legs in front and reaching forward, stretching our hamstrings. You want to keep your back nice and straight and just hinging down till you feel that stretch. Perfect. Now I'm just going to come into a figure 4 stretch. So I'm taking my left leg, crossing that over the right, and then I'm turning to my left side, rotating through the core. Good, and this arm here is just going to rest on that leg. And we'll swap this one over to the other side. So left leg crossed over the right, and then I'm turning to my right. Perfect. And then we're just going to hop up onto our feet. So we'll do our quad stretch, standing up. So taking one foot by the ankle, knees together and hips forward. And we'll swap that over onto the other side. Again, knees together, hips forward. Perfect. Now we're just going to take the hands together, lace the fingers together behind us, and just opening the chest up. Lovely. We'll take the arms in front now, and we're going to lace the fingers together, reaching forward, Spreading the shoulder blades apart, slightly rounding there through the back, nice stretch. Perfect. Then we're just going to come into an overhead stretch here. Big reach up for the ceiling, stretching the lats. Okay, slowly releasing that stretch there. If there's any other stretches you love doing that I've missed out on, definitely finish off with those. Hope you all had, my hair's looking crazy. Hope you all had a fantastic workout.